Hello, I'm Scott Shoemaker, hence the word ShoeTube. This video we're going to be working on a Mercedes ML320, a 2001 model. We're going to be working on the brake caliper. This one in particular has stuck and is riding on the brake, causing it to heat up. So we bought a new one and I'm going to show you my way of swapping it out the quickest and easiest way. So thank you guys for watching. Click that subscribe button down in one of the corners, comment and give it a thumbs up if you like this video. Appreciate you guys. Today we're going to attempt to work on the Mercedes brake caliper. This is a 2001 ML320. Nothing real fancy about it, but had been sitting a few years and the brake caliper stuck on it, so actually stuck on the passenger side. I switched it out. She drove it about, I don't know, 4 or 5 days. Everything was perfect. Came home last night. The old brake was smoking. Like it was stuck, and that's exactly what the other side did. So I guess it had been working a little, but finally just in and out and just stuck from sitting. So we're gonna change this thing out and I'm gonna show you the easiest way to do it. Pretty simple. So let's get started. First thing we're gonna do is take the bolts out. These particular Mercedes are star bits. You have a bolt on the top and on the bottom, enclosed with a rubber bushing, protect it. What I do is take a ice pick, I call it, I'm sorry. Can't do two things at one time. And I go inside and I try to clean them star bits out a little bit in case there's been dirt or anything getting in there over the years. Then you want to take a T40 and you make sure it fits in yours, nice and snug. I think all these Mercedes are T40s, and you want to get her in there, unloosen your bolts. That one's not too bad. Sometimes when they heat up, you get red hot from sticking, and the brakes and the friction and everything, the bolts get a little seized and harder to get out. But she caught this one in the nick of time, so thank goodness. Now, before I take them too far out, I'm gonna get a flat screwdriver and I want to put in here, and I want to try to move, pry my brakes in a little bit if they're not stuck. First, I'll pick that right up out of there, and then that sensor just came off. Looks like somebody super glued it or something. Wasn't in there good anyways. Well, you see that stuff right there? No idea what they tried to do. So anyways, we're gonna get these pads off of here. we can reuse them. They weren't, I mean, it's your choice if you want to stick with the old pads or while you're at it, put new on, but these are good pads. They're not burnt up. They just got a little bit hot from the caliper sticking some, but we caught it early. Now, if it just was flat out on fire or so red hot it, you know, could warp your rotor or whatnot, then change your brake pads. They're 25 bucks, but if not, try to go with them and keep them and save your money for something better, like the shop on Amazon or a scan tool or something for your car. You get the picture. Like I said, I'm just tying these up out of the way so I can get to the bolts and get the other one out. I'm doing a good job, as you can see. And usually save your old caliper, because when you buy one, they give you a core charge, and they sometimes like to charge you an arm and a leg. So, and also watch the bolts that comes with it. The ones that came out were star bit. These are just Allen wrenches. Don't know if it fits or not. Gonna check all that out. No, actually they're totally different. But they have anti-seize and stuff on the new ones, so we'll find the correct socket to fit them. These are from O'Reilly. I only had one kind. They are remanufactured, stamped Mercedes on them, ZF brakes. You know, the other side are pretty good brakes, so I don't have no complaints yet. So I found a 1/4 inch hex head for this one. You know, whatever you buy, it's probably going to be different, but that's what I found for this one here. So that's what we're going to go with. And what I'm going to do is put everything back together, set it in place, bolt it in place, and then try to swap the bolt out really quick so we don't lose much fluid and all that good stuff. So get these top 2 clips in there. All right, there's a groove that fits there. Get it up under there first, and then get the back down where these fit tight. Okay, now let's see if them things fit. You possibly don't know, they could just not even fit in the old holes, and you gotta switch them anyways. They are turning in, so. Then you want to check your bleeder, make sure they have it in. I'm just going to check it with this, but they may not have it in the whole way. You're going to be able to tell pretty easy if it's going to turn with a pair of pliers, but no, it seems to be tight. So I don't like that. I don't. See how far that one is in? That one sticks way out. Don't love it. I hope it's in there and not cross-threaded. All right, now we got to get this bolt out, switch it to this one as quick as possible. We don't want to try to get air in the system and all that other stuff, but we're going to have to bleed it anyways. So let's get it swapped over. That's going to come off there and go right here. And I hope that bolt fits, because sometimes this bolt And the bolt they send you, 2 different bolts, and you'll have to use the one they sent you. Can't just use any bolt either. They have to have a hole and a hole. So that brake line goes around there, and this can go out of the brake line, and it goes through that hole into the caliper. So you have to have a bolt like that. So just to be safe, you got 2 washers that come with it also. One's gonna have to go on each side of this. So you wanna put one on, then your line with your square or rectangle piece, that'll go on like that, and then the washer go on the other side. That is to seal it. Kind of like a copper squish washer, whatever you want to call them, but also serves so it don't leak. Get a good fit. So let's try to get the bolt out now, shall we? I may cheat a little bit, just because it's 15 millimeters exactly. I am gonna cheat. I'm gonna try to pop this out of there. It's gonna get brake fluid. You could put something under there if you want to catch it, a bowl. I actually don't have anything. It'll help seal the floor, so it's fine with me. I don't think this will fit, but let's see. Nope. Now let's make sure it's going the right way. Tidy, yeah, tidy, righty tighty, lefty loosey. Make sure everything lines up. You got a little notch down there that the flat edge of the square fits into, and you want to tighten her down and squish your washers down. Make sure it quits dripping. That's all back together. We still have to figure this out. I can't see both right there. There is a rivet or a screw that thing goes on, or if it was riveted on. I'm not sure. I bought it like this, so we'll see if that's a screw or if it's a rivet and how we can fix it. I really think it's a rivet. Don't know. We'll figure it out. Back to the old drawing board. Let's see how much brake fluid we got in there, and we're going to top it off. Mercedes brake fluid should be the DOT 4, but this is the power steering fluid for your Mercedes, and this stuff is like $30 for 1.06 quarts, but that's what you have to use. But I tell you what, since I've used this Pentacin, I haven't had no problems with it. Before that, I just tried regular, it's all I had, and it would burn out, like it would push itself out, it would leak, make noise. So it makes a big difference, guys. So there we are for now. We switched it over quick. I topped it off. Brake fluid, I got in. I started up the vehicle. I pumped the brakes until they got hard again. I checked the brake fluid again, topped it back off. Now I'm gonna put the wheel back on, and We're gonna see how it does, and then I'm gonna get a little bit of help to pump the brakes so I can bleed it. So what I do is I get it on there, I line it up, I put my lug on there and get these things started. Hopefully. Get one of them on there. Getting it as tight as you can, the wheel won't flop around on you. It should stay pretty close to where it needs to be, and then get the rest of them started before you take a tool to it. So if you started out just with the tool and it's not lined up, you could cross thread these and you're gonna be in a world of mess. And believe me, I know. I've told my son and trained him for years. When I wasn't looking, he thought he was NASCAR. One day, it was a Ford Excursion V10. Wheel flew off going down the road. Because he had them stupid spacers on there too. But the thing was, is the lugs weren't all the way tight because a couple of them was cross-hatched, and that big old wheels, boom. Just snug them up. Go around it and go. Try to go opposite, like you're going boom, 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 boom in a star pattern. Just tighten them up. And then you can go back around and tighten. Watch your socket move. You don't want to over tighten them. You just want your socket to move in your impact until it starts to stop. Make sure you get any jack stands out from under it. Make sure nothing else is underneath it. No pets, no kids, no humans, no aliens, no big feet, no ghosts.